it's Essence back with Crown Essence. So I'm about to do a bleach bath on his hair. It was given to me by a girlfriend who said she wore it like once and then she wasn't happy with how it did the tangle thing, I guess. For me, it doesn't tangle, but I will say the hair feels dry, but it doesn't feel like, I believe she said she did a deep condition on it and that didn't help. So I feel like maybe it needs a bleach bath because it almost feels as if there's a coating. So disclaimer, this is not my hair. And by my hair, I mean this is not my hair from Crown Essence. If you don't know already, I specialize in both hair and skin, natural hair and skincare products, as well as both raw and virgin hair extensions. You can find all the information down below in the description box. Go check it out. And while we're at it, please make sure that you thumbs up this video and go hit that subscribe button. Okay, let's build this community up. Hey, Crownies. Sorry to keep saying but yeah, this is the hair. I just threw it on my head for the sake of doing this little quick intro video. And see where her dog was scratching me up because he wanted me to pick him up. Terrible. Overall for this hair, because I really don't know who it came from, but I'm not here to do a hair review. I just want to show you guys. It is about hip length. It's actually a little past hip length. When I pull it down in the back, yeah, you guys see where it falls. It's really long. I have no idea how many bundles this unit is. She put the whole thing together. She did the whole thing. So that was it. I just want to show you guys what it looks like before. This is the hair. Oh, sorry. Let me get up close. This is the hair close. I don't even know if it makes a difference. My personal opinion, other than the fact that it feels a little dry, is I would say to myself, I don't see, you know, what's wrong with it. But the fact that she says, I know exactly what thing she's talking about when she says after you wear it, you start wearing it, it starts doing that bird's nest thing. I know exactly what she's talking about. And so yeah, if you're asking why don't I just do a deep condition like with the silicone mix, I honestly feel like this isn't a silicone mix issue, only because I felt hair like this before and it's more a coating issue. Like there's something on his hair. Okay, yeah, I'm starting to see even when I just did that. Yeah. But maybe I don't have those problems because my hair is raw hair. Well, most of my hair is raw hair. I don't know. This is not me talking shit about somebody else. I'm not shading anybody else because, again, I have no idea where this hair came from. But yeah, let's get to it. I'm just making up my water solution. I'm going to do one side of my sink with water and bleach, and I'm going to use the other side to mix my water and ammonia. I did not measure because I've done this a couple of times, but I would advise you to Google the recommended amounts if you've never done this before. Make sure also that if you already have constructed your wig, that you keep your lace out of the water, or if you're doing your actual bundles and closures separately, you make sure to keep your lace out of the water. The bleach will degrade the lace and you'll end up with big old holes. So I let my hair sit in the water for a little bit before I started combing it out, just to kind of get super saturated. And here you see me dipping my water in constantly while combing through. I do this because as the water runs out of the hair, it makes the slip way easier to get my comb through, and I'm not fighting so much with tangles. So here you can see what I'm talking about. I dip the hair and comb as the water is running out. And you can see the difference between when I first started combing versus now. Here I'm just dipping my hair into my soap solution, and I'm gonna do the same procedure, dipping and combing, dipping and combing. It's not rocket science, it's not a whole lot of extra thought process. It's just simply dipping and combing, making sure that you're getting those knots out. So here I'm just getting rid of some of the excess water from the shampoo solution, and I'm going to dip it directly into my ammonia solution. You do not need to rinse before doing this. Here I'm just adding a little bit more ammonia to my water because I don't think I added enough the first time. But if you use the actual measuring cup when you do this, you don't have to do this step. Again, I'm not sure of measurements that are recommended, so I would highly advise you to Google if you've never done this before. Now I'm just going to repeat the same process of dipping and combing through the hair after letting the hair sit in the solution for about 30 seconds. You don't want to let it sit too long because you can really damage the hair. Dip it again in my shampoo solution. This time I'm completely shampooing everything, the lace, everything. And here's just me showing you the water, and that coating I was talking about is why the bleach water looks like that. Now I'm going to take my silicone mix and I'm going to completely soak the hair with it and get it ready to go into the microwave. I know it looks like I'm struggling with the hair, but in reality I was attempting to not splash water all over my iPad and over myself and over the entire kitchen. So this is not the hair being tangled, it's just me attempting to not become soaking wet. Okay, I know you're probably like, damn, how much of that silicone mix are you going to use? But I wanted to make sure this hair was super duper conditioned. Everything from the very roots of it to the ends. I just wanted to make sure I really got this conditioner through all of the hair. And now, as you see, I'm going through and I'm combing it to make sure that all the strands are coated, because I really want this hair to be super conditioned when I'm done. Now I'm going to take my hair and I'm going to put it into a bag and tie it up with a little more water so it doesn't burn in the microwave. I'm going to put this in there for about, I think I put it in for 2.5 minutes. Now I'm just letting it cool down a little bit while I play with my friend's dog King. Say hi, King. Isn't he so cute? He's such a pain in the butt. Now I'm checking on my hair, making sure, it's warm enough, and it wasn't to me. So I put it back in there some more. Dance session, one parat. I don't even know what that means, guys. I don't even think it meant anything. Ding, I think it's done. Let the hair cool off. Hair is really, really hot after you've put it in the microwave, so be careful not to burn your little precious fingers. Okay, now I'm just making sure to comb out any knots that may have happened when I balled it up like that and threw it in the bag. And once I finish combing this through, making sure that it's nice and detangled, I'm going to go ahead and rinse with lukewarm water or cool water. You do not want to use hot water on your hair ever, ladies. I wanted to make sure that I got all of the excess silicone mix out, since I did add so much, because even though you do want the hair to be a little coated with the conditioner, you don't want it to be so saturated that it's heavily weighed down, or God forbid you go to blow dry and flat iron this afterwards and it burns because you still have conditioner in your hair. So you're going to see me take my time and really, really rinse this hair from root to end. Here, I'm just squeezing out a lot of the excess water. At this point, I wouldn't recommend that you use a normal towel to dry your bundles with, or even your natural hair. I would advise that you get a microfiber towel or an old t-shirt and use that to squeeze the hair out. Normally, after this process, I would air dry this hair, but I opted to go ahead and use a blow dryer, because I was just in a rush. Sometimes I just have no patience. So either option is fine. Just make sure if you're going to use a blow dryer that you use proper heat protectant so that you don't burn your bundles. Now I'm just going to use some anti-frizz oil. I have no idea how to pronounce that. And I'm just making sure to get it from the roots to the ends. Do not go crazy with this oil because it's still an oil and you do not want your hair to be coated with a whole lot of products. And just make sure to comb it through. I mean, it doesn't really need a whole lot of this product. Here is the hair blow dried. Stay tuned to the next video for the outcome of this bleach bath.